Hi everybody, welcome back to Critical Mass. It's Star Wars Day again. Mandalorian popped, episode 15, The Believer. And we don't think it has anything to do with the story. So, one thing I was looking forward to, because I knew Bill Burr was going to be in this episode, and I like Bill Burr. I think he's a great comedian, and I kind of like his acting, not too bad. But I wasn't overly impressed with this episode, considering it's the one leading into the last season of the year. So, what did you think?
The last episode of the
year. Last episode, yeah.
Well, you know what? First, let's talk about the title.
Yep.
Like, the title is The Believer, and it has absolutely nothing to do with this episode whatsoever. It's like they made a mistake.
Like it almost is. Yeah.
There is nothing in this episode unless you're talking about... Oh, by the way, there's spoilers in this.
Yes, lots.
Unless you're talking about him taking off his helmet, and he's not supposed to, it's part of his belief system, and...
Or Bill Burr. He's a criminal, etc., but he's a do-gooder at the end, if you know what I mean? Like, he has a heart and...
Okay, after discussing this for 60 seconds, the title means nothing.
It was a dumb title for this episode. It really was. But, story plot, they have to go to this terminal. It's another mission episode. We can't continue on to our main mission until we do our side quest. And this week's side quest, get Bill Burr, go to a terminal, and find out where Gideon is with his starship. Starship Troopers, here we go. But, it was kind of dull, I thought. Like, they spend half the time just riding around in a transport to sneak into the building. They get attacked by pirates. I guess it was some funny parts, but it's nothing that we haven't seen. It wasn't... The big thing is, he took off his armor. He doesn't have the Vespa armor anymore.
Because they would recognize him, so he put on a stormtrooper's armor.
And the helmet.
And you can see the conflict he has because... He's taking off his armor because he loves the child so much.
Yeah.
And he has to do what he has to do. So he does it.
And there's even a long speech by Bill Burr about your beliefs are your beliefs until the stuff hits the fan and you have to do what you got to do to get by.
So they have a battle to get into the compound. They do a little bit of sneaking around and they're questioned by an officer. Then they have to escape and there's more action. And that was the episode.
That's the whole episode.
Nothing to do with the Believer title.
Yeah.
And I thought that this episode was, other than Bill Burr, who I liked, was kind of lame.
Yeah, it was a very letdown. Consider, like, they've been doing so well the last two episodes, and then I said this episode they're really going to hit it hard because it's almost the last episode, and we're going to get excited to get in the next one. But... in this one, they have the cliffhanger at the end is Mando sends a message to Gideon saying, you have something I want, and I'm coming to get it. And I'm going, like, you just gave up your surprise attack. There's no sneaking in anymore. What's going on? Like, there was no lead into other than, all right, everybody, we're going after the child again. And that's basically what that announcement was. But it makes no sense whatsoever.
This episode was full of bad throwaway dialogue, very contrived action with these people that are trying to stop the transports. When they're escaping the compound, the Imperial forces aren't even shooting at them.
However, at one point there's pirates attacking and the stormtroopers rush out to save them and they pick off the pirates like this, like they mow them down in like seconds. And I'm going, hey, somebody taught those guys how to shoot. But I guess they were the day shift, and then when they were escaping, the night shift took over and they didn't know how to shoot.
And there's those cringe parts where they successfully brought the transport in and all the forces are cheering them, and then you have the random You know, this is the celebration. Hey,
You want to go, guys?
hey. It's like the extras don't know what to do, and so they do this, and hey, that's celebration.
And not only that, nobody said, hey, Bill and Charlie were supposed to be driving this transport. Who are these guys? Like, it's not like there's 1,000 transports. There's 4.
Yeah, because everybody wears their helmet indoors all the time.
Yeah.
You know, because a stormtrooper is a stormtrooper.
But they weren't even stormed. They were just drivers. Yeah, but it's just little things like that. Now, I did like, because he didn't have his own armor on when he was fighting the pirates and it went hand to hand, he'd do what he normally does and he'd put up his armor to block and normally it would just bounce off. This time it didn't bounce off and it hurt him. So those were kind of neat. I did like that. However,
he wasn't prepared for it.
He wasn't prepared for it. He thought he was still feeling like he's in his armor. But what I wasn't prepared for is suddenly a blaster ran out of ammo. Yep. Apparently, or it just jammed, but I've never seen that happen either. Mm-hmm. He's picking the pirates off and he runs out of ammo? Has anyone seen or heard of that ever in Star Wars ever?
I guess now we know it can happen.
I guess if you can run out of fuel, you can run out of ammo now in Star Wars. So I would have preferred to it have just been shot out of his hand or something. Because you don't need to. What is this? What it runs out? I don't understand. It's an energy weapon. How does an energy weapon run out of ammo?
So on the whole, I like Bill Burr.
Yeah,
he's a good actor. When he's on screen talking, I want to listen to him because it's just, I don't know, there's something endearing about it.
Yeah, and his little
style.
Sarcastic wit.
Yeah,
as well, right?
But I gotta say, this was one of the worst episodes of the season.
Yeah, well, I think it made it seem even worse just because we were expecting so much more going into the final episode. Like, they should be ramping up now. We should be excited for the next episode. And now we all know it's going to be a complete cliffhanger episode.
Yeah, nothing is going to happen. Nothing exciting is going to happen except for the reveal, probably, of who Grogu sent out his force signal to.
Yeah. So there's going to be a surprise, somebody showing up. And I'm guessing, they're only going to show up at the end of the episode next week. So they're going to go in, they're going to get into a fight, and they're going to get captured. And then we're going to see the reveal of somebody show up.
Maybe.
That's what we're predicting. Yeah. So we're just curious to see how much we're mind reading the Star Wars saga so far, because we've been able to guess a lot of things that are happening just from looking at things in this series so far this year. Oh, look at this! We haven't seen one of these vehicles in a long time. Hey, I wonder if they're going to escape in that vehicle later on. And they escape in that vehicle. That sort of thing. So we're predicting you won't see the main person of the episode next week until the end, and we think they're going to be captured, and they come to rescue them. But that's just a prediction.
Yeah. So yeah. If you're one of those Star Wars fanboys there that are gonna really, really hate us for not liking this episode, we're sorry, but we did not like this episode.
For a lead into the season finale,
this had to be so much better for the second last episode.
Yeah, like we should have seen people gathering together to head off on the mission and getting ready, and instead, it was really nothing. It was another side mission quest of a video game from World of Warcraft. Is all it was. Well, let us know what you guys think. Was this a great episode for you guys? I think some people are going to hate us, but I didn't think it was great. We should get Mark on more often because Mark's at home celebrating how great an episode it was right now. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. Why not check out some more of our other reviews over here? If you also have not had a great time with The Mandalorian, there'll be some more of them around. And until next time, next week, season finale. See if our prediction comes true. Let us know what your prediction for the episode is too, because you got to have your own opinion once in a while. You can't just follow us because we're wrong almost 50% of the time. Until next time, we'll see you on the channel.